to build companies like a bookstore, like an Amazon. Now we're building an application and going very deep. And people were building tools on which we built websites. Back then we were building the whole website from scratch. We were writing the code from zero. So everything is there now to really accelerate. And that's the concept, and that's what we're doing as accelerators, is taking advantage of that with various models. Flat 6 is, this is not rocket science. It's a lot of hard work, that's all. There isn't, you know, the secret sauce is you work, you make mistakes, you fix them, you don't make the mistake the second time. The third time you're even better, the fifth cycle you get better. And I agree with many of the things that were said with the prior speakers, and these are really the things that we offer our startups. We give them the funding, like Osama said, it's not very important. It's secondary. The mentorship and the training and coaching them through the decision-making process is really, really the hardest part and the most valuable part to them. And I would say that the trick for me, or what I think is the trick, is I don't think I can teach desire. We can identify desire, but we can't teach it. We can encourage people to get it. They get desire by envy. They get upset that their friends made it and they didn't. They get desire by inspiration. They get desire by depression and somebody making them feel bad, and they're going to prove to the world that they're as good or better than the other guy. But you can't put somebody in a room and say, I want you to have desire tomorrow. I've never seen that done. So our experience is, I'll run you through some numbers very quickly. We launched in 2011. We do 3 cycles a year, 6 companies per cycle. It's 4 months, a small amount of money. We have mentors, speakers. We do something different in that our startups do a presentation every Wednesday to outsiders. They're not investors. They may be investors at the end, but during the cycle they present every Wednesday. And we have people who are very deep in technology. We have restaurant owners coming to review technology companies, and our entrepreneurs get a very broad perspective on their ideas and their businesses and how they approach problems. So the final stat is 50% of our companies have received follow-on funding. It's funny here, I funded 30 companies for the price of 1 company 15 years ago. We've just recently announced that we're opening in Jeddah in partnership with Qutuf. The target is to do 25 companies a year. The focus will be on entrepreneurs from here, Saudi entrepreneurs. It's not to open a facility to send entrepreneurs or bring entrepreneurs from outside, although there is an opportunity. In Flat 6 in Cairo, we get 200 applications every cycle. We pick 6. Our applications come from all over. We've had applications from Saudi. Last cycle, we took 2 brothers from Yemen. We've had applications from Romania, from Sudan. This cycle that just graduated the day before yesterday, we took a team from University of Washington in the US, and they relocated to Cairo to come through the cycle, and then they're going back to the US because their product is going to be based in the US. So the other thing is we're starting to experiment with the model, not just technology. This last cycle we did 2 industrial companies. We had one team that's making a very impressive team, young lady, they're making a box about this big. It's a portable solar-powered desalination unit. And pop it down anywhere on the beach, solar power, it'll do 150 liters an hour. I was really impressed. We brought them in and they sold 2 units during their 4-month cycle. So the industrial companies were profitable while the technology companies are the ones taking longer. So I'm kind of revisiting the model. We had another company that makes custom CNC machines to do woodwork for all the wood shops in Egypt. They've sold 6 units during the 4 months at $10,000 each. And what they've done is simplified the software, and they've met a need in the market so that the software is in Arabic so that the low-end woodworker can figure out how to use it. So we're actually considering opening accelerators for industrial companies, possibly for clean tech, but with slightly different focuses. I'm convinced of one thing, that if the accelerator has a business focus, the companies collaborate together and you get a leveraging component. So that's the target, is to do 4 to 5 new locations in the MENA region. The idea is to transfer know-how between locations, to have the companies work together, to look for new markets to expand, and to be able to reach a broader pool of investors. How am I doing on time?
3 minutes.
Huh?
3 minutes.
Okay. Next. I don't really know what the next phase is, but I mean, if you think about it, we started with a phase where we're building companies, now we're building applications and all the tools are there to be built. I think that maybe what Ahmed said earlier, that some of the entrepreneurs are going to wind up doing most of the work outside the accelerator. And I see that possibly in 5-10 years, we as accelerators may become unnecessary. And what we do for entrepreneurs will become a service or become software. And the entrepreneurs will never come to an accelerator, and the physical facility of an accelerator will disappear. And we will be the equivalent of the tools that people use now to build websites. We may develop into tools or into software or resources that people use to build companies. So we're constantly looking at how, where we think we're going to evolve to, and where we think we can make a model that really makes a difference. And for those of you who are potential investors, I would tell you, really think about it. It's a unique opportunity. In the first 20 years of investing, when I started investing in 1991, I funded 40 companies. In the last 2 years, I've funded 40 more. Okay? It's gotten that much cheaper. There's that many more good opportunities. There are that many potential home runs. So thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure.
شكرا أستاذ أحمد. في نهاية هذه الجلسة أنا عاجز عن شكر الأخوان. عندنا وقت ضيق. شكرا أستاذ أحمد. الأخوان اللي في البانل أو في الجلسة هذه كلهم تقريبا على أهمية ريادة الأعمال كاستثمار، وأهمية الحاضنات كأجهزة أو منظمات لدعم أو رعاية هذه الحاضنات. احنا لا نختلف عن الدول الأخرى في حاجة شبابنا إلى وجود هذه المؤسسات الراعية. للأسف الوقت ضيق، فلو أمكن أن نقتصر على سؤالين، واحد من الرجال وواحد من السيدات. وعندكم البريك فيما بعد لأي سؤال في البانل. في أحد من عند الشباب من دي دكتور المفروض ما تسأل. خلينا ناخذ مدري هذا من الأعضاء. طيب في سؤال عند السيدات، خلينا ناخذهم قبل. تفضل يا أختي.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Shad Al-Zahrani from College of Medicine. My question for all of you as investors and people who take a progress in their colleges and have started a good